I have an interesting little project tonight, and I am calling tonight Think Outside the Box Tuesday, because I'm going to be using something a little bit unusual, and I'm actually considering doing a piece of decor that is kind of a boho-ish, and I was thinking, well, I really don't have anything that kind of matches with it, if you will, so I was actually thinking of what else can I do to kind of coordinate or to kind of whatever with this other idea that I have in mind that'll be coming in the next couple weeks. And I saw this and I said, hey, why not? So this is what I'm going to do. This is just a little riser. It's made out of wood and it's painted. It's a found surface. I'm going to throw a little bit of wax on it, because we always wax our wood or painted surfaces. So I just basically grabbed a little of my surface wax. I'm trying to think of how to hold on to this best. There we go. And just rubbing it in a circular motion over it. I want a nice little coating of it. This is our nice little surface wax. It comes in a 2.5 ounce container. Has absolutely no smell whatsoever, which makes it really nice to use. There's no dealing with an overpowering odor or anything like that. And I am going to put a design, a kind of boho design, on this little riser to go on the entryway table. So I just rubbed it in. Now I'm basically going to rub it off. And the wax actually on wood like this, on painted wood, will help fill in like any of the little dips in the wood, because sometimes things aren't totally smooth. And you'll feel the difference after you've actually waxed a surface. You could feel that it seems much smoother than much smoother than it was before you waxed it. So I'm just going to rub this all off. I want to go around the edges, make sure I don't have any wax that I kind of actually accidentally got over the edge. And I accidentally used the wrong side of my applicator. Side with the tag is what I usually use to apply it, and the opposite side is what I rub it off with. So I just accidentally put more wax on here, so let me just buff that all out. Okay, that feels pretty good. So I'm going to take this boho pumpkin transfer that has been well used and much loved. It's from a series of pumpkin images. And I know I did this last fall with a little bit of bling. I used it on my pumpkin cutouts, and then I added some rhinestones and whatever else. And I'm going to fuzz this just a little bit. It doesn't need a lot of fuzzing because, like I said, it's well used. Our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times or more. And I don't know how many times this has been used. I should actually write on the back or something so I have a general idea, but it's definitely been well used. And I'm going to just try centering it here, so that I get the entire design. My top's just going off the edge a little bit. Let me move that a hair down. Oops, I just moved it. Our transfers are made out of vinyl, which is the teal portion, and silkscreen, which is what you're seeing through to my black surface, as you're seeing through the silkscreen. So our transfers are adhesive backed. However, the adhesive is only on the vinyl, because our chalk paste will go through the silkscreen onto the surface below. So I am smoothing this out nice and making sure I've got a nice tight adhesion here, because there's not a lot for it to stick to. It's only sticking with where the teal is. So that's basically it. I'm going to probably use that, need that to hold it down. I'm going to use white chalk paste. I was kind of like, do I use the Storm or the white? I'm going with the white, just so that it's a little bit more, oh, that's my June, a little bit more neutral. And I'm going to just use my little squeegee. Oh, there's a fair amount of it here, so let me kind of put it around and then apply it over my transfer, smoothing it down. Going over all the silk screen. When I'm all done, I'll remove any of the lines, any of the excess paste. some of these flowers and whatever are being cut off on the edge, but I think they'll be fine. And you know what? If it doesn't look right, I'll just wash it off. Oops. That was a big oops. This little riser is not very heavy. It's pretty lightweight. Well, it looks like I might have an air bubble or something here, because it doesn't look like the paste was going through it evenly. Let me try that again. You know what? If it doesn't look right, if it looks like it's worn, so what? Then it looks like it's worn. I want to make sure I've got my edges totally all the way up to the edge of my little riser. So I'm going back over this. I really don't know if that's an air bubble or why it looks funny there with these little lines. We'll find out. It could be an air bubble. It could be something funny on my surface. I'm just not quite sure what. I've never seen that. Kind of take a peek. No, it looks like it went through, so it doesn't look like an air bubble to me. It might be staining on the back. Maybe it's the deep rust that I used on the pumpkins last fall. Sometimes your transfers can get stained from the pigment of the paste, but that does not impact their usability. As long as you clean the paste off and take good care of them, clean it off, let them dry sticky side up, make sure you get the fuzz off the back when you clean them. That's really all there is to taking care of your transfers. Let them dry. When they're dry, put our little white backer with the shiny side against the sticky side, and that's it. Okay, how is that for quick and easy? Seriously, we're not in 10 minutes yet. I'm going to peel this off slowly so that I can make sure if there's any mistakes I could try and fix them. I've got a little bit right here where it doesn't look like I've got paste right to the very edge. So let me add just a little bit more there. I could have missed it, just kind of going off the edge of the transfer a little bit. Let's see if I can get that, find a leg to hold on to here, and go right back over there. Oh yeah, that helped. There you go. What do you think? Boho riser. Now I do have a little paste right here off the edge that I could actually just probably wipe off with my finger. If not, I'll just get it with a little wet cloth when it's dry. Total transformation, right? How simple and easy was that? I think I like it in the black and white. So what do you think about Throwback Tuesday? A success or not? I will let this dry, and depending upon if I think it's something that I'm going to keep out there, which I think I really like this, I'll probably just coat it with spray it once it's dry with a clear sealer on it, just so that, because it is a riser and when I put things on it, I don't want them scratching or altering the chalk paste. Our chalk paste goes on liquid but does dry hard. So when this is dry, I could rub my hand over it. I mean, I just definitely recommend dry dusting things that you've used our chalk paste on. But if I put sharp objects on it like this can and move it around, eventually it's going to get some scratches. So all I have to do to fix that is hit it with a clear sealer and let it dry, and then it's there permanently. Thanks for joining me this evening. I surely do appreciate it. I know this was kind of quick and to the point, but sometimes that's a good thing, and it doesn't hurt to go back and look in your stash for something and think about using it a little bit differently than you've used it in the past. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Have a good evening. I'll see you soon.